few years ago, I made this video called The Dark Side of Man Going Through Divorce and How to Heal. I wanted to make a part 2 of this video talking about what I've learned a couple of years later. It's exactly 6 years ago. And what I said back then still stands true today. Only I have a better understanding of it. What I talked about back then was how it's all about your consciousness and what you think. You attract everything that's happening to you. It's your fault. Your mind somewhere, you didn't think you were enough, you weren't good enough, you were falling short somewhere, and thus it manifested itself. Here's the truth 6 years later. Everything that you think and feel, you come true. It's all about consciousness. If you're not growing as a man in all areas, you're going to feel bad about it. And you're going to start to detract things. Your lady is your greatest gift because they kind of keep you going in the right direction. If they leave you, they're keeping you going in the right direction because they're telling you, listen, you're going in the wrong direction. Or you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, which is being a man. And a man is this. A man are his thoughts. There's being a man in your thoughts, in the physical world, in life. It all begins with your thoughts. Your mind is made up of two things. Subconscious mind, which is female, and the conscious mind, which is male. The male is the dictator. The male is the one with the authority that impregnates the subconscious mind, the female. And it dictates the sex. Your outcome of life is what you've impregnated your subconscious mind with your conscious mind with. The thoughts that you've been having, probably negative, and you've been creating a negative life form. Because you've been putting negative thoughts into the subconscious mind and you've been feeling it. Feeling it is the power of the feminine energy, the feminine aspect of consciousness. So, all in all, you're not being a man, you're being a bitch. And a bitch is directed by his feelings, by his woman, by his bitch side, his feminine side, by the external world, because female are closer related to the part right before the physical world, because they are the beings that bring things to life. Okay? So, how do you start being a man? You start being a man by taking control of your thoughts and your mind. This is your masculine power. What you say, boom, must come to life. What you say to yourself is true. What you say to yourself is real. And those thoughts, what you say, dictates how you feel. How you feel is what comes to life. What you say is the male. You're the man. Your words are powerful. What you're saying to yourself, what you're programming in your mind. Feeling them till they come true. Or till it feels good. That's the feeling, the female. It brings it to life. If you're not doing any of that, if you're not being positive and you're not going on a positive mission, why positive? Positive is higher energy. It's increase in experience in life. This is what this whole universe is all about. It's about increasing the energy of the universe. Expanding consciousness. You must be growing, getting bigger, 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 doing more, being more, being able to do more while doing less. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to increase in your power, in your divinity. And so, the dark side of a man going through divorce is the greatest gift, because in that darkness, you have two options. Either you sink in the darkness, or you take control of your mind and you dictate what the darkness means. So the darkness can be your greatest gift. Divorce was my greatest gift. Being born with a hole in my chest was my greatest gift. Being broke, going homeless or evicted and hiking on the Appalachian Trail was my greatest gift. right? All of this adversity has built me. It's gotten me into the gym and made me into an ultra runner. It made me into a great speaker. It made me into a teacher. It made me into a philosopher. It made me into a wiser man, right? And that is because I decide to make it so. I'm realizing my power of determining what things mean. And that is the end of this whole reason. You decide what things mean. You are the man. You decide with your male, masculine thoughts, with your male power, which is your mind and your thoughts. As a man thinketh, so is he. Take control of your mind and your thoughts like a man. Whatever it is you're going through, whatever darkness it is, you determine what it means and allow it to empower you, increase your energy, and just repeat that over and over and over and over and over and over again, and take action, continuous action on the outside, and be unstoppable. The dark side is your greatest gift.